This is going to be the reading for Samhain, the celebration of the Northern Hemisphere, the end of summer. We honor the death. It's the time of the last harvest. It's a modern celebration of Halloween. It goes from the end of October up around to 7 November. We have here an interesting overview of all the themes associated with this celebration. From the tarot card, we have the card of death. We are also in the season of Scorpion, because exactly it happens when the sun is at 15 degrees of Scorpion. We have the goddess Ishtar, Demeter, Hathor. The colors are black, orange, red, herbs, almond, apple leaf, autumn, joy, bay leaf, calendula, cinnamon. As food, apple, all kind of dishes with apple, cedar, nuts, pomegranate. To decorate, of course, if we want to think of how to decorate for Halloween, a lot of candles, fall flowers, and of course crystals, opal. So you can find a lot of information if you consider creating an altar for this special celebration. In the Green Wheel Oracle, this is the card of the gatekeepers, the one who are holding the law of the land and guard the sacred earth. And I will say here that we can look at this card as having the maiden, the mother, and the crown, or we can think of Demeter and Persephone. It depends on what kind of stories we want to see. But this is a beautiful card. And how am I going to do the reading? Because we mentioned the witches, I will have here the deck of the witchlings, because we talk about dark and light. Of course, we have the oracle of shadow and light, and we are in the season of Scorpio, so we have this mystic wanderer. So choose one of these three decks. I'm going to use them in three different readings, together with a card from the Akashic Records, Oracle of Delphi, the Celtic, ancient Celtic, and spirit cats. See you in the first reading. Take your time. Again, mystic wanderer, shadow and light, or the witchling. If your choice was the witchling deck, I will have for you 5 cards. In the center, let's say, it will be you and your card, and then we will have the 4 direction from the other decks. So let's see which card you have. The card of energy. With limitless energy, you will achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. So that's what this period of harvest it's bringing to you. Daisy is so energetic. She makes even cheetahs look slow. There's only one speed she runs at, and that's hit it, get it, and go. Energy is constant and overflowing. Everything you say, do, and think requires energy, and feeling energetic is the key to being happy. When you feel energetic, you feel better about yourself. To kickstart the dynamic flow of energy, act more energetic, get your body on the move. Acting energetic actually stimulates the body to create more energy. With limitless energy, You'll achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. Think positively, avoiding negative thinking, which zaps energy away. With a positive mindset, your energy will expand. Improve your energy levels daily by eating well, getting a good night's sleep, and having fun. Laughter is the best medicine. Be grateful for the gifts you have and live in the present moment. Nothing energizes more than the daily little reminder of the boundless magic all around. Perform one of all of the following spells and you will be re-energized. So I'm going to read you the spells that you can use when you feel you need more energy. Raw energy. Choose a comfortable and quiet place to sit. Clear your mind of stray thoughts as you breathe deeply and slowly through your nose. Extend your left arm, palm facing upward. This is your receiving hand. Extend your right arm, positioning so your right palm is focusing your solar plexus stomach. This is your giving hand. Feel the energy of the universe pouring down into your receiving hand, flowing through you toward your giving hand. Envision this as a streaming, never-ending river of light. Feel the energy circles back into you from your giving hand, feeding every cell with vitality. With practice, your ability for gathering raw energy will grow more powerful. Another way to re-energize yourself, fire and water. You'll need an orange or bright yellow candle, a glass of spring water. Take all items outdoors on a sunny day. Set the water and candle holder on the ground with a glass of water between you and them. Light a candle and chant aloud and with conviction. As the sun radiates its energy upon both myself and this world, may the energy of earth, fire, air, and water combine in this glass and be imparted into me. Drink the water, feeling the revitalizing energy cascading through your body. When you have finished, don't forget to extinguish the candle. And this is now what I'm going to do. 4 more other cards for you, like from the fire, earth, water, and air, or the 4 direction. We start with the Oracle of Ancient Celts, the Dal Riada, and from that you got the card of Cernunnos. Wow, the god of forest. Definitely a card of earth, rooting things, then run deep and holding things in place. Ask the question what holds the person to her or his place in life and what nourish and sustain. Where is peace? Where is sanctuary? With this card you get the strength of the spiritual warrior. Clear focus on your life plan and mission, just as in the cycle shedding of the stag's antlers. You must pass through cycles of gain and loss, and through this you gain an inner balance between light and darkness. So let's say this is a number 1 card, and on this powerful energy of earth, this is how you can ground yourself. It's a lot of energy in this card, powerful energy of growth, of prosperity, of fertility. And he is also the Lord of the underworld, which goes very well with this moment in time of the wheel of the year. Then we will look at the Delphic Oracle, and from there you get a card of compassion and empathy. These are words that we can find on the real Delphi Oracle. Compassion is an emotion which is the utmost form of communication about human beings, and it requires heart expression. Compassion and empathy is in fact an expression of genuine love, blessing one with the ability to see the world through the eyes of one spouse, one's child, one's colleague, or those of an employee, a neighbor, a refugee, the unfortunate, thereby bringing about understanding. Compassion is the attitude of benevolence, kindness, and understanding for the other who may be having a difficult time. It asks us to share the load of the unfortunate. This is what we have here. Putting yourself in the place of your fellow man at a certain point of your life, walking a mile in someone's shoes, as the saying goes, enables you to interpret and understand their way of thinking, feeling. Compassion for others can be an act of goodwill, benefiting both you and those around you. With this card, the Oracle of Delphi, Fithia, advise you to always listen to others attentively with the ear of the heart, putting yourself in the other person's shoes and not being too hasty to judge them, thereby putting out the message, I do understand you, I do feel you, I do not judge you. This attitude of soul communication is of great support to your fellow human being, increasing their self-esteem, and it consoling at times of great difficulty of suffering. It is good to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. And that's great. With all this energy you have, you can take the time to listen also to others and to show compassion, because maybe you understand how it is, you are grounded enough, you have this number one, and you can understand how maybe other people do not have the same type of energy. They are not fortunate to have this beautiful energy, so then you can listen to them and give them the feeling they are heard, because that's very important. Make people feel heard, to know how to listen. From the Akashic Oracle, the card for you, it's going to be this beautiful energetic card. And now I'm thinking I see this red, and the color I associated with Aries, which is a number one, and I see this as a kind of beginning. So you have the leadership, you have the energy. It's maybe very much an Aries energy here. And you have the card of meditation. So enter a quiet state of being. Allow your mind to wander and observe your thoughts as they float by. Take note of an unexpected. Notice what continues to nag you, and watch as these thoughts pass from your consciousness. Are you able to achieve silence of the mind and rest in your heart space? Or do the thoughts keep coming? Contemplate. What does this tell you about your life and where you are in your personal journey? I found this a great card of leadership, personal leadership, realizing that you are the observer, you have the energy to do, to achieve, to bring your dreams into reality all the time with compassion and empathy for others and also for yourself. Just be still inside you and remember who you are. You are who you are. I am that I am. And that all the thoughts that are coming are not actually who you are. You are the observer, or you are the one doing, but you are also the being. Because a real witch also has a companion. So we will look at the cat's spirit, and we'll see from there. And your card, it's the card of nature. So that's maybe where you find yourself, where you can ground yourself, and you can meditate maybe, so you can make better use of this energy, or you can find energy again. Meet Leaf. Each day he sleeps outside to meander between the ferns and flowers, He visits his secret spot where the sun filters down through the leaves in ever-changing shards of light that dance on his fur and warm his soul. No matter the weather, take a moment to step outside and find a spot in the nature, whatever is a vast wilderness or tiny patio. Breathe in the fresh wild air, feel the great expanse of the sky overhead and the firmness of the earth beneath you. You are part of the intricate web of light. Allow nature to nourish you, support you, and set you free. Wow. Definitely you need nature. Use your beautiful energy for the higher good of all. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. If your choice was the Mystic Wanderer, if you want to know more about where you are on your journey, the card for you from this deck, it's the card of the Eagle. Intent, focus. Wow. I just had a talk about living with intention and how important it is actually not to lose any thought and any words and maybe no action without a right intention. My mind be traveling far and wide to validate what I feel inside. I see more keenly where my energy is needed, what my soul desires must first be headed. The mystical journey is long and true. You'll be courageous and wander through. The wanderer's wisdom. You are so many things to so many people. The list of hats you have to wear goes on and on. You are semi-present in all situations, but most of the time you are just getting by. Your focus and energy are split up, and no one can be the best they can be when they can't be fully present. You remember ideas, thoughts, and days, but not the details of them. This lack of attention in certain area of your life is leading you down a path that may result in negligence or mistakes. Write down all the things you call yourself in life: a parent, employee, spouse, volunteer, healer, teacher, wherever it is. The time has come to focus on 1, 2, maybe 3 things to put your whole heart into. You can't continue to take care of yourself and manage everything that is going on. It is time to be in the present with that what really matters. So this is intent, focus. Take action in finding the authentic you and be the authentic you. Simplicity should be your goal right now. Can you imagine a life where you are not constantly on the go? Find an easier way to get things done. Pick a few essential tasks, delegate more, become a master in the one thing only you do best rather than a jack of all trades. Yes. Love yourself so much to realize what makes you unique. Because if this world is like a beautiful, huge, complicated piece of puzzle, there is one unique quality, thing that only you can possess and that makes this puzzle complete. And we are all that. It's not one better than another. It's not one piece more important than another. It may be look like that, but in the end, you have to discover what makes you you. With the ability to soar to greater heights, Eagle offers lesson about looking closely at the most minute of details to see life from a broader perspective. Eagle is also connected with the number 4, symbolizing a solid foundation. If you feel guided by Eagle, you are being supported to accept life's challenges with unshakable courage, determination, and confidence. So you become the Eagle. And I think you can even associate the Scorpio with the Phoenix, but also with the Eagle. It's the bird of this season, let's say, and you choose the Mystic Wanderer, which is also associated with the energy of Scorpio. So that would be for you important. Maybe even find what is your focus for now, for this new wheel of the year, because with this celebration we actually enter a new cycle, and in this cycle just see what makes you the unique you and focus mostly on that. And I will go with the 4 directions now, or the 4 elements, and I will start with a card from the Oracle of Ancient Celts. We are talking about the wheel of the year, and this Del Riada with the old gods, and you get the card of Druid Priestess. Wow, a 13, and the card associated with this period was number 13, as for Scorpion, the transformation card, the way I see it, and you have to go through a transformation here for sure. The Druids were educated and trained over many years, which granting them special recognition and honor among the people they serve. They were religious figures and community figures, often held as equal to chieftains in terms of respect and leadership. They were also focusing on their training. Recognition of status, earned respect, and achievement through having successfully done the work. Doors are open and the way is clear. So this is where you are going to be once you go through this transformation. This is a card of air, so I will put it here. Ask the question, what do you claim as your rightful due? And what do you see as open to you now? And what are you willing to accept in terms of receiving? Wow. And I see this as light and dark. So just accept all the parts of you. All the parts of you. And from the Delphic Oracle cards, let's see a message for you. And you get the card of Temperance. And the oracle as such says, exercise prudence. These are things from the real oracle of Delphi. Here, this saying is apt to mention, watch your thoughts because they become words. Watch your words because they become action. Watch your action because they become your character. Watch your character because it shapes your destiny and no one can avoid their destiny. Wow, that's it. You have to become your character in order to fulfill your destiny. Everything then starts from the invisible world of thoughts, there where creation actually begins. This is what these priestesses are also doing. Think usefully, think creatively. Do you think you have no control over your thoughts? Do not let your mind impose what seems like its omnipotent power over you, convincing you in thinking that you have no power over it. Know that you are the one holding the reins of your thoughts and sensation. Be temperate in your dealing with others. Exercise temperance in all aspects of life, even in pleasure. The cards tell you that if your object is to cultivate virtue, then you must exercise moderation and temperance in all things, for with your action you become the creator of your destiny. Yes, this is the beautiful transformation. Maybe you are aware already, or you are already there, but now it's getting even more powerful. And with power also comes responsibility. And I will check a card from the Akashic Oracle for you. Wow, desert flower. I thought so. It's beautiful. And here you have a desert. He is in the desert. It's like Jesus went in the desert to go through the temptations with prudence, of course. The desert is an unlikely place for a flower. Yet, when the season is just right, wildflowers burst into blossom. A carpet of brilliant color blanketing the hard, barren earth is a sign so stunning it takes your breath away. The message of the desert flower is to take root where you are. All that you need is available, even if it's not immediately apparent. Outcomes are surprising. Let go of expectation, believe in magic, and watch it blossom. You are going to be this desert flower, even if it seems like you let go of so many roles that you are playing, but then you blossom into the unique flower you are supposed to be. And you will enjoy it most of all. Just to be you, it will be so easy, when you finally are just you. And every magic person also needs a companion, and of course I will choose for a cat because I do love the little cat. It's a pity I can't show you what a sweet position she has one now. So from the spirit cat for you, and if not, think of another companion. But for now you got this beautiful, unique. Wow. I just said you are unique, and this is called unique. Meet Helix. He was always a little different from the other kitties. At first, he felt lonely and alienated. He even considered trying to blend in to be accepted by the other cats, but this could never give him the joy that being embraced as his true self would. So he took a risk and made people gaze as himself. He saw that his uniqueness was his beauty, his spark. He alone could twinkle the way only he can. Miraculously, many kitties around him threw off their normal disguise and began to sparkle in their own way too. Their role became dazzling diverse, so embrace the freak within and remember outsiders are in. Nothing else to say. That's the perfect card, and it's like the same messages that we had in your intent focus card, and you can do it because you have the determination of this druid priestess. You have the temperance and also patience like this flower. And when all conditions are coming together, you can flower even in the desert, even when you have nobody around you maybe, or you feel lonely. You are not. You are just beautiful inside, and let the world see it. Who has the eyes to see it will see it. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. If your choice was the deck of shadow and light, I will pick up a card for you, and then from the other 4 decks, like the 4 direction, let's start with this. And you have the Candy Cane Angel. It's time for a treat. Like a trick-or-treat in Halloween. You are going to receive a treat. The Candy Cane Angel is in charge of letting you know when it's time for some little luxuries that will reconnect you with your self-love and self-worth. She too holds back from giving to herself, as she is such an earnest and industrious little angel. But her message is always clear: it's time for some fun. You know what my problem is, and you know what your problem is now. Well, let me tell you. Our problem is that we both feel guilty about giving ourselves pleasures. See this little treat in my hands? It's not bad, isn't it? It's not evil, isn't it? But can I bring myself to just sit down and taste every moment as its sugary sweet delights? No. I have to wonder if it's the right time, if I have done enough to earn this treat, to wonder why I should get this when so many do not have a single candle cane for their own selves, and torment myself with these things, and so do you. How about we make a deal? Next time you ponder a gift to yourself, a massage, a treat, a spiritual workshop, a delicious meal, time to laugh with a friend, a long rest or nap, meditation time, a space clear, know that when you energetically tell yourself, I am way too busy for that indulgence, you are really saying, I do not deserve that. Well, let's decide that you do. I am about to have my treat. On I charge you with the same quest. Give yourself that which you have been denying yourself. You do deserve it. So you have to have a look at your mind talk. How are you treating yourself? And wherever your mind is telling you, thank your mind for taking care of you, but also knowing that you can decide, the powerful you inside, can be stronger than your mind, and you know you deserve it. And let's see what the other cards are having to say about this. And I will start with the card from the Oracle of Ancient Celts, the Dalriada, the Old Gods. And from this you have the pentagram. Wow. The powerful pentagram, card of the air. In ancient myth, we find an origin tale in which there was nothing but chaos. Nothing could be creating in this state. The divine entered into chaos and drew the four creative elements together into common cause: air, fire, water, and earth. Once the elements were brought into the harmony of purpose, the divine was then able to use them to create a world within the universe. So we see here the horned god and the celestial goddess. In the imaginary, they wield the creative force of the elements in both the terrestrial and celestial realms. So this is the pentagram. We have here the elements, the water, the fire, the earth, the air. Creative and supportive elements are falling into place as needed and desired for you. And you see, that's it. It's time for a treat and you deserve it. When you get it, just tell yourself that you deserve it. Am I utilizing all at my command? Do I tend to things in equal measure, or is my focus more singular? It's the greater good being served. Remember, order can displace chaos. You must harmonize and find purpose with the creative elements and opportunities that enter your life. Yes, because the opportunities are there. Just enjoy them. And you deserve them. And as long as your intention is to the greater good being served, maybe otherwise the opportunities will not even come up on your path if it's not for your greater good. And let's see what the oracle has to say, the Delphic oracle cards. And then you have the card of gratitude. Be grateful. It's the same red from the candy. So fire, I will say here. The starting point of gratitude is in the simple way of saying thank you. Start with the appreciation of what you already possess. Gratitude as a state vibrates the highest strength of the heart. You experience gratitude when your spirit vibrates with a frequency of love. Whenever you feel gratitude for something, an intensity of love is sent out, which is automatically reflecting back to you, multiplied by the universe. Like a seed, this brings back more of what you are grateful for. In this card, the ancient sages ask you to live your life within the attitude of gratitude. Say thank you for any good that happens to you, knowing you deserve it during the day, no matter how small it appears to be. Say thank you to the blue sky, the rain, the food on your table, your neighbor, your employee. Be grateful for the different type of assistance that comes in your life. Be grateful for being alive. Do not forget, then also give when you have received. it's like a magical feeling that it's going to transform any problem in your everyday life. And I'm even grateful for having an amazing animal companion. So I'm going now to pick up that card for you of the spirit cats, because they are so helpful with their unconditional love. And for you is this beautiful curiosity. Meet Blaze. With eternal kitten eyes, he experiences each instance of sight, smell, and sensation as if for the very first time. His mind is a delightful question mark. When he meets another kitty, visits an unfamiliar place, or tries something new, his mind is not addled by presumption and assumption. He is simply curious and open. Most of all, he is curious about himself. He asks, "What am I feeling right now? What do I believe and why do I believe it? What is my heart trying to tell me?" Let's cultivate this playful kidney curiosity so we may continually learn, evolve, and discover. And that's something to be also grateful for. Yes, just who am I now? And then the Akashic Oracle card for you. It's another beautiful flower here, a forest flower. There is magic deep in the woods. It is here that the elves and fae tend the fire of transformation. Can you hear them calling you home? Sink your toes into the damp moss and dark soil. Rest your back against the dark of the tree. Close your eyes and hear what the forest flowers have to say. What worn-out old stories are ready to be led to rest? What new song is ready to be sung? Dance a while with the forest folk until your spirit is renewed and your light is restored. Yes, dance so you understand you are magic and you deserve it all. See the life with the innocence maybe of a child who gets his candy and enjoy it. I hope these cards are useful for you and thank you for watching.